Good afternoon, everyone. This is Jared Rand, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call for Friday, April 26th, 3 p.m. Eastern. So, we talk about the progression of the planet, of life, of the civilization. Understanding that when we entertain, this is a real finite but simple process. It's that when we know and that when we go into low frequencies, and a lot of the times we aren't even aware of it, but when we go into those and low frequencies, I think everybody knows, is that, you're caught and trapped into the worry and stress and fear and many things, and you view things more cynically, you view things more pessimistically, you view things more obstacled and very distressing, and those energies, the low frequencies. And when you do that, it's like if you look at a fire station, it's like you jump on a pole from the bunk area and you slide down the old fire stations. You slide down into the main bay area to get to the engine. And it's similar to what we do frequency-wise. We just drop down. As soon as we begin to move into that area, you ever notice that other things come in? It's a spiraling effect. Boom, it's like boom, and then it's like you're just surrounded by all of these low frequencies. This is what the challenge is for the civilization. If you concentrate on moving effortlessly in harmony with your divinity, your divine spark energy inside that body, and you move in a fluid, floating, unobtrusive, no blocking, no obstacles, nothing, and you just float up. You just keep floating up. And as you float up, you begin to feel more and more empowered and clear and understanding and loving and peaceful and empowering every single level that you go, every frequency, the higher and higher and higher. That's why when you can actually sustain being in love for any length of period of time, and it just depends on each human on how they can do that, because very few can even maintain it for 2-3 minutes of being in love totally, where you don't have any derogatory thoughts, you don't have any negative thoughts at all, and you just love everything, yourself, your higher self, everything. And to be in that forever is total enlightenment. What that means is that all of the materialism, all of the wants and all of the wanting and having is gone. It just falls away. And you're moved into an existence of total loving for all life everywhere, everything. Space, sacredness of space, planets, everything on this planet, in this planet, everything in the solar system. That's you can understand how some existence, some life existence has achieved this in the universes. Okay, and you got to remember, we're gonna be really going out far in the next TFCC Wednesday night communications, is because you'll learn that there are meta verses which are connected to 1,000,000 universes, but all one. Like you'd have a civilization, you have 1,000,000 people, but they're all one. But they're set up to be appearing separate. So there's much way beyond the existence that we know, and it's good that we branch out to understand that, because it assists us on becoming much more knowledgeable and aware, and then we start identifying to us what really is important, what really is the driving energy of our spirit. What is the driving energy of our spirit? What is it? We come to this planet, we go into baby bodies for the most part, and we go through the cycle of the body, our spacesuit, that we progress with. We experience things and go through things, and we have our families, and we have our relationships and everything as we go along. And but what is beyond that? What are we really doing? Well, we're experiencing physical form. Now, some of you, I guarantee you, if you had all of your memory, all right, your cosmic memory, that you knew all of your life existences, you knew them all, and you could refer to any one of them and pull out lessons and experiences, and period. So I know that some of you would say, I'm not going to that planet in another body. Viewing the lives that I've had, I've been pretty much, I'm going to go somewhere else. See? And that's our choice. That is our true choice as spirit. So, what is our spirit's driving force? What compels the spirit? What moves the spirit? What accelerates the spirit's perfection? We are constantly enhancing, naturally, life expansion. Reaching out, learning and absorbing all that there is, ever has been, and ever will be. It's endless. And all along the way, we move more and more in gratitude, appreciation, thankfulness, and in love. Our progression is to eventually be so enlightened that we are pure love always, in any form. It's like when we enter the body, you've got the body, the lights are out. It's just dark. And how does that little body, is being sustained? It's being sustained by the spirit within the mother. See, we've got a lot of things wrong. It's not the body sustaining the baby, it's the spirit sustaining the mother's body, which is able then to sustain the baby body vessel for the spirit to move into. So, in today's meditation is what drives our spirit. What drives it? I think everybody knows what drives it, but you kind of make your contribution as far as how you feel. What drives it? I think we know that the main ingredient is love, harmony and peace, is assisting life, making life expand in love and harmony and peace and joy. And the more of us that move into that, the more it affects the whole. It cannot not. So if you will, go to the place where you are not going to be interrupted, which I'm sure most of you are by now. And while I talk, relax. Relax your body. Remember to move into the now. Allow all of these things that we normally have attachments to us that attach us, drop away. All the things that cause the buckles and the wrinkles and things in our lives, drop away. In the now, in the being. Be in the now. And as you move into the now, you move into peace, joy, love, and harmony. All of these other things, you really start to view them as nonsensical. They're just, what do they serve me? What do they do for me? Do they uplift me? Do they excite me? Do they motivate me? Do they give me a good feeling? And if the answer is no, I don't know if anybody says, oh, it's a good feeling to feel miserable. It's a good feeling to be negative. It's a good feeling to fear. No, you know it. You know what those things are that create disharmony for you. So, you let them go. Remember, you're the master and commander. You're the light ship. So you're in the now. You're being in the now, and you let all of that drop away. And you relax. You're not tomorrow. You're not yesterday. You're now. Well, oftentimes, you ever notice that you find yourself wandering into the past? For what reason? What does it? It's all done. It's that road has already been traveled. It does us no good to sit there and reminisce in the past, or to take on a perspective of the future when the future hasn't even arrived. I'm sure a lot of you notice that when you plan things, how often do they roll out correctly? That's why we go back to the canoe going downstream without any oars. It's like, this is the adventure. As you're relaxing, you're going to want to breathe through the nose and out through the mouth. Breath in through the nose, breath out through the mouth. As you breathe in through the nose, you're going to hold at 1001, 1002, 1003. Exhale through the mouth. And you're going to want to do this at least 6 times while I'm talking. As you breathe in, you're breathing in divine positive energy. It is your red line phone communication to the collective consciousness of the universes. That's what it is, and it goes directly into your higher self. Okay? And your physical self, you know how empowering it is when your physical self is aware of this? You filter that information. And the collective consciousness of the universe communicates with you, basically, and it's always giving you messages and assistance. It's always there. Never goes anywhere. And what is the assistance? Well, that you are love. We know that. And that you're of the highest divine essence and power in the universe. And that peace, joy, prosperity, happiness, bliss is your normal position in the universe of existence. What we experience in the physical realm in this planet is abnormal. It is not our normal flow of energy. It is obstructive. It is interruptive. Okay? Do you honestly believe that that's the way it's supposed to be? No. And I think everybody on this call knows that. So the divine positive energy floods you with the understanding is that you're always becoming more and more enlightened. You're always increasing your vibrational frequencies. You're always tuning and attending to and being clear and aware of everything around you, of everything in you, so that you can tend to it. I have a very pessimistic and cynical energy coming in. I must vaporize it, transmute it, neutralize substance. I don't care to have it. I don't care to be entertained by it. And if it does come in, you look at it and you laugh and you just give it love and you say, hey, thanks for coming by. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate the attempt, but I have no need for you. Now, when you breathe out, obviously, you're breathing out everything that you don't care to be a passenger with you. You do not care to have these as passengers in your light ship. You know, all the vibrational frequencies, we know what they are. You don't even need to go through them. For each and every one of you, whatever those are that you identify that you know, lower your frequency, your well-being, your happiness, your joy, bliss. And you know. You call the purple transmuting flame, the violet ray, white fire. Whatever energies you need to command and call on, they're there. You dispel this. Eliminate it. So, now, as we are relaxed and we're in the now and we're being, and we've done house cleaning, we move into the heart mind. And we find ourselves floating above the heart, and we're immediately joined with our higher self, our God spark, our spirit, our God comes in and merges with us. We're in exuberation, and we're on the highest high. This is pure, deep, eternal love, light, energy that we merge with, the body merges with. So we literally take heaven and bring it to earth, and it expands out, and it affects everything. Once you're in this state, it affects everything, not just you, not just your surroundings, but the entire collective. It's your perspective that makes the changes. It's your attitude, it's your direction that makes changes. And we strive for the enlightened, the good, the empowering, the rejuvenation, the upsurge in higher and higher frequencies. We're encased in perfect spheres of deep eternal love light energy. Purest of the pure, highest of the divine. And it's a multitude of emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, the purple, violet, blue flaming light of Archangel Michael. But these energies are all of ours. And the white fire, purple transmuting flame, violet ray, golden white pink light of deep eternal love of Mother, Father, God, Prime Source, Creator God, all part of us, and all of its part, back and forth. The only thing that penetrates these spheres is deep eternal love. Everything else is neutralized. It comes within the vicinity of the sphere. Arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light, our halo, which, remember, in the beginning, it's formed by us the equator of Gaia, perfectly circular around the center of the planet. And it begins to glow. And it emits a warm, loving, vibrational frequency of the highest high. And we begin to float up, effortlessly above the planet. As we float up, the light shines the surface. It energizes the atmosphere. It flows through. It energizes the ground, energizes the internals of the planet. Everything. It saturates and affects to a higher frequency. And as we're moving up, we obviously call on our other parts, all of the divine energy light beings of the deepest eternal love, from the deepest eternal love, in all dimensions and all densities and all existences and all universes. And even beyond the ribbon of creation. Beyond. Metta, metta, metta. And they all come. And gigaplexes, and thousands of gigaplexes. It's infinite. And they literally come in and they merge into the circle of light. And it expands and it grows and it becomes brighter. They're in jubilation. We are in jubilation. We are happy and grateful, and we are humbled by their presence and their participation as they are ours. This is a celebration every day, for all that there is, ever has been, ever will be. We call upon all of the archangels, all of the angels, the cherubim, seraphim, the archetypes, who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, who are of the highest high of divineness. And they come, and they flock in. And all you can see from anywhere, 360 degrees, is them coming in. You can't even see the sacredness of space, the darkness of space. And they literally come into the circle and they merge in with that light, and it glows even more. As each one comes in, you can see just a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. And it's expansive, and it's powerful, and it is saturating. And we thank them, and we're grateful, and we're appreciative of their presence as they are ours. And we love them. We love them all, as they do us. We call upon the Ascended Masters. The Ascended Masters are ascended as they are not in physical form most of the time. We are masters. We always have been. And they are from deep eternal love and of deep eternal love. And they join us. And we're talking about Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Ganesh, Gaia, Lakshmi, Buddha, Sananda, Jesus, El Moria, Saint Germain, Evidentia, all of them. And they come gladly. They join us. All spirits of the highest high divinity. They all merge into the circle of light. The light expands more. Its conduit, its construct expands, becomes wider, larger. And we are thankful for their presence and their participation, and we love them, and we're humbled by them, as they are humbled by us, and they are happy to participate in this meditation. We call upon all the inhabitants of inner earth, hollow earth, and beneath earth, all of those who are of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, of the highest high in divinity, they merge into this circle of light. And it becomes brighter. Everywhere you see them coming in, you see flashes of light as they merge in. Massive. Spectacular. And we thank them, and they thank us. And we embrace, and we're humbled. We call upon all of our loved ones who have passed in this life and all lifetimes that we've inhabited, of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. As they come in, they appear, and they are with us, like instantaneously, because they're always around us. And they come in, and they merge into the circle of light, and again, you see these flashes. The light is right in the circle, but still, as their spirits come in, you see these multiple flashes, like a sea of flashbulbs, constantly happening around into the circle. And we thank them, and we're grateful for their presence. And we love them, and they love us. And they are honored, as we are, to participate in this meditation. We call upon all of the off-worlders who have been assisting this civilization of this planet with its ascension, with its enlightenment, with its freeing itself from bondage. All of deep eternal love, all from deep eternal love, who are of the purest and deepest divinity. And they join us. They merge into the circle. And again, we keep seeing the popping and all the lights, all the flashes, all around constantly, because it's a continual flow. It's a continual flow coming into the circle as it rises and rises, as it elevates and elevates. We call upon all of the light energy beings who are housed in the following forms at this time on this and in this planet. We call upon the fairies, the sprites, the elves, the gnomes, the trees, the elements, earth, air, fire, water, the dolphins, the mermaids, the whale, the Pegasus, the unicorn. All of these energies, these divine spirits of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, join us. They merge into the circle of light, and the flashes, say, they're constantly going on. You have this bright, vibrant light, and then on top of it, you see these fiery flashes of brighter light. And it continues to glow brighter and brighter and brighter. We look above us, and center circle, our sphere that we've created, can be seen throughout the universes, throughout the dimensions, throughout the density. It is larger, it's 1,000 times larger than our sun. In fact, it's continually growing exponentially. And it vibrates the divinest light energy. It holds all of our meditations in perpetual motion. And it just vibrates out and streams out, saturating divinity. Total, deep, eternal love. There's nothing that can come near it unless it's of the highest frequency. It's literally pulverized if it tries to reach and come near it. It cannot at a low frequency. We feel it as it rains down on our heads, and it saturates our physical body from head to toe, both etherically and physically. And it just fills us with total calmness and peace. Total divinity. We identify with our spirit. Why our spirit drives to a higher and higher frequency. What drives the spirit? It is divine light creation. It is all that there is, ever has been, ever will be, in total peace, love, and harmony. It is total enlightenment. It is continual ascension. It never stops. This because our spirits are magnetized to the highest high light center of all that there is, ever will be, and ever has been. It is a particle of the whole. It is drawn to the never-ending light, love, peace, joy, nirvana. It is drawn to come home. And as it's drawn, it is the driving force of our spirits to become more enlightened. As the body becomes more enlightened, the spirit can become more enlightened, and we drive and we advance and we move up and we keep moving up. There is no end to it. And we become more infused, more happy, more love, more joy, more peace, more of all that we could possibly call for, ask for, desire, want. It is helping and assisting each other. It is loving ourselves and each other. It is total peace, prosperity, abundance for each other, for ourselves. It is absolutely life, the highest value, and all that there is, ever has been, and ever will be. We are the divine energy transforming all of the universes in all densities, in all dimensions, in all existences. We're transforming these universes into total love, light, bliss, joy, peace, and harmony. This is our draw. This is what drives our spirits higher and higher and higher. We look down upon the planet and we see all of the civilization. We see all of our brothers and sisters. In fact, we see all life. And we pour out over all life this absolutely vibrant energy of pure love, light, energy, divinity. It saturates everyone, everything, floods, head to toe, inside and out. It supercharges omnipotently their frequencies to a much higher, higher, higher level. It lifts them up into a joy, a peace, an optimism, a sustained optimism, a sustained positivity, a sustained love, a sustained joy, a sustained bliss. This is, as we sustain it and balance it, we increase it. You see, as these frequencies continue for all life on this planet and in this solar system and beyond, as you sustain these, you gain more energy, you gain more divinity, you are flooded with it, and you continue to rise quicker and quicker and quicker and elevate. It's sustaining this. This is part of what that drives our spirits to obtain a higher and higher existence. And to saturate all with love, peace, and kindness. Experience it because you're experiencing it, and we're doing this right now with this planet. I think we had a little interruption on the meditation, but we're back. Once we form into the habit and understanding of who and what we are, what drives our spirit, what literally kind of is our headlight or floodlight, that literally gives us an open view of the great expanse of existence. And it's always about your awareness of your frequencies, of where you're at in that. Are you moving into divine, or are you falling into the abysmal? Simple. We know what to do. We know how to accelerate and continually move up. It's by how we think and feel. It's how we work for our heart mind, how we master the mind, we master the ego, and how we just effortlessly continue to raise our awareness and understanding. As masters and commanders in star light ships, this is who we are. Our energy is part of love-light creation. And that's what we do. And wherever we are, we create it. And any of the low frequencies cannot sustain themselves in the presence of high divine light energy, high frequencies. They have no hold, they have no grip. They slip away, and they vaporize. They fall back down into the abyss. So enjoy what you are. Celebrate it every second. And move through the day, in the evening and night, and into the next morning. Move effortlessly. You are not these low frequencies that continually try to entice you. You are of the highest high, and you are ascending, you are elevating, you are enlightening, and you are freeing yourselves. Sustaining bliss, sustaining joy, sustaining happiness, sustaining love, peace, tranquility is the key, sustaining it. And as you sustain it, you stay in it, you are it, and you're able to effortlessly continue to move up. And we'll be back here at 3 p.m. April 27th, 2019.